Hello students, I'm Professor Sameer Sabharwal and welcome to lecture number 7 of Organic Chemistry. Today I'm going to discuss a very beautiful reaction and very beautiful test, that is iodoform test. A test which is used to distinguish a number of compounds. Let us start with the reaction. What is the main reaction of iodoform? When we treat sodium hydroxide with iodine, this is an inorganic reaction. It gives sodium iodide and sodium hypoiodide. And this is a very beautiful example of disproportionation reaction. You can see sodium hydroxide reacts with iodine to give us sodium iodide and sodium hypoiodide plus water. Disproportionation means here oxidation state of iodine is 0, here it is -1, this is -1, and here it is +1. So state is changing from -1, 0 to -1 and 0 to +1, means it is showing oxidation and reduction simultaneously. Same species showing oxidation and reduction. So that is disproportionation reaction. Now this reaction is given by alcohols, and if I differentiate it, if I take 1 degree alcohol, from 1 degree alcohol it is the only ethanol which gives this test. Okay, you can see here this is ethanol. This test is given by ethanol only from 1 degree alcohol. Ethanol oxidizes to ethanol. See, this is oxidation to ethanol. So during this reaction ethanol is oxidized to ethanol, so it means this test is given by ethanol as well as ethanol. So out of primary alcohol it is the only ethanol which is going to give this test, and from aldehyde it is the only ethanol which is going to give this test. And if I take secondary alcohol, I have written it as CH3CHROH. You can see CH3CHROH. Or you can take any group, means that may be methyl, ethyl, propyl, even phenyl, any group. So the main requirement is it should possess CH3CHOH part. Fine. It on oxidation gives ketones. Secondary alcohol, this is a secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol on oxidation gives ketones. So I get CH3C double bond OR. So my main requirement for this test is CH3C double bond O group. It could be anything. R, need not to worry about R. So very important part, that this test is given by primary alcohol, only one primary alcohol, that is ethanol, and it oxidizes to give us ethanol. So primary alcohol may in primary alcohol it is ethanol, and in aldehyde it's only ethanol. And in secondary alcohol you can take any secondary alcohol having CH3CHOH group, which oxidizes to give us ketone containing CH3C double bond O group. So these are the main basic requirements for iodoform test. Now why do we call this iodoform test? Because iodoform is CHI3, which gives a very distinctive yellow color. So we can easily distinguish it with the color. So that is why we perform iodoform test. Now we start with this by taking ethanol. I have taken ethanol. Now remember, sodium hypoiodide is an oxidizing agent. It oxidizes ethanol. See which hydrogen is removed. One hydrogen of alpha carbon, this is alpha carbon, and one hydrogen attached to oxygen. These two hydrogens are removed. Oxidation means loss of hydrogen. It reacts with sodium iodide. So just to understand, I can say NaI will come out, and this nascent oxygen, this oxygen will combine with two hydrogen to give water. So one alpha hydrogen, one hydrogen attached to oxygen, and oxygen, right, will give you water, sodium iodide and ethanol. Now this ethanol on treatment with excess of sodium hypoiodide is responsible for the replacement of hydrogen with iodine. You just see these three hydrogen of alpha carbon. Alpha carbon is a carbon which carries functional group. So functionality is C double bond O attached to this carbon. So I call this as alpha carbon. So three hydrogen attached to alpha carbon are replaced by iodine. So we get Ci3 C double bond OH plus 3 NaOH. And how it happens, I will show you in the mechanism. Then this is what you can think this is a principal group. So I number it like this. So this is 2, 2, 2 triiodoethanol. So this is 2, 2, 2 triiodoethanol. After getting this, we also call this as iodal. We treat it with the base. So base catalyzed, here I am talking about base catalyzed process. This reaction is also catalyzed by acid, very important part. So reaction is base catalyzed as well as acid catalyzed, but we won't get iodoform in acid catalyzed reaction. We get iodoform only in base catalyzed process. So remember this part. With acidic medium, we do halogenation, we do only monohalogenation. Here we observe trihalogenation, means 3 hydrogens are replaced by iodine. But in acid catalyzed, only 1 hydrogen is replaced by iodine. So there are differences, you need not to worry about that. The first sign of improvement is that it is shown in acidic medium as well as in basic medium, but iodoform is shown only in basic medium, not in acidic medium. In acidic medium, reaction occurs up to one stage, monohalogenation stage. Now when you treat the base, carbonyls are famous for nucleophilic addition reactions. The characteristic feature of aldehyde ketones. You can see here we have partial negative charge, here we have partial positive charge. OH negative is a strong nucleophile, it approaches the positive side. When it approaches, there will be a shifting of pi cloud. Find a very simple reaction. This Ci3 is a good leaving group. So what happens is, it comes here, pi bond is taken up by oxygen. In the next step, electron pair will come back to make C double bond O, and this group is eliminated. So just analyze, OH negative is coming here. So you get H C double bond O OH. See, H C double bond O OH. Right? See with patience. H OH negative is attacking carbon, so we get H C double bond O OH. All right, and then Ci3 negative with Na positive gives Ci3 negative Na positive. See this. The next step is a very beautiful step. Equilibrium lies towards product that there is a proton transfer. This is more acidic. So more acidic molecule has more tendency to desire to lose proton. So proton comes out from here, it attaches here, you get CHI3 plus HCONA. So we get iodoform with yellow precipitate. So whenever you take ethanol, ethanol, CH3CHR OH group or CH3C double bond O R group, you can distinguish these molecules with other molecules on the basis of iodoform test. Let us take one more example, that I have ethanol and propanol. Now question comes, can I distinguish these two molecules with the help of iodoform test? Yes, of course. How? See the reaction again. Ethanol is oxidized to ethanol. So this is the basic reaction of aldehydes and ketones. And the requirement for iodoform is presence of 3 alpha hydrogen in carbonyls. 3 alpha hydrogen mean there must be CH3 group attached to C double bond O group. If that group is there, you can perform iodoform test. So ethanol on oxidation gives ethanol, and propanol on oxidation gives propanol. Now do a comparison. Here we have 3 hydrogen on alpha carbon, and in this case we have only 2 hydrogen on alpha carbon. So it means we are not going to get iodoform from propanol. If I make it simple, I may ask this: distinguish between ethanol and propanol. You can easily distinguish. So you can make a number of questions on the same basis. So please recall it. Sodium hydroxide reacts with iodine to give a sodium hypoiodide and sodium iodide. This is a beautiful disproportionation reaction. Sodium hypoiodide oxidizes ethanol to ethanol if we start with ethanol. Otherwise, there is no need to go for this step. In the next step, ethanol reacts with 3 molecules of hypoiodide to give us iodel, and which shows attack because Ci3 is a good leaving group, withdrawing group, so it increases the positive charge over here. It favors the attack of nucleophile on this carbonyl carbon, which ultimately gives us this product, and due to proton transfer we get solid precipitates, yellow precipitates of iodoform. In addition to that, we get sodium methanoate, which on acidification gives carboxylic acid. So this is again a very good method for the preparation of carboxylic acid. So we can serve 2 main purposes. One, we can distinguish the molecules, and secondly, we can get carboxylic acid by this method also. Now if you talk about lower classes, then this is sufficient enough. But for your higher purposes, for your I may say for any competitive purpose, if you want to appear for IIT Advanced, JEE Mains, or you want to clear GATE exam, you want to go for admission in MSc, right? For those we need to have a good idea about the mechanisms. Now see what happens is, here I have taken propanone. You can see C double bond O attached with CH3 and CH3 group, means alpha carbon is carrying 3 hydrogen. Now this is performed in basic medium. Base removes proton from alpha carbon to give us carb anion CH3 C double bond O CH2 negative. I mean to say that alpha hydrogen of carbonyl, you may take this alpha or CH3 group attached to left hand side. That hydrogen is a little bit acidic. Reason, after the removal of proton, you get a nucleophile CH2 negative carb anion, which shows a resonance. So this intermediate is relatively stable because of resonance. We get enolate ion. Now first step is the slow step, which is a rate determining step. In the second step, this enolate ion reacts with iodine or bromine, whatever. So this is known as haloform reaction, iodoform or haloform. If I take chlorine, bromine or iodine, I will call this as haloform, and if I take iodine, specifically iodine, we call this as iodoform reaction. Now this enolate reacts with iodine. See, lone pair comes here and pi cloud attracts I positive to give you CH2I plus I negative. So this was the first step. Again in second step, base will abstract a proton from here to generate a negative charge, which is stable due to resonance. Then again one molecule of iodine reacts to give us CHI2. I mean to say, in succeeding steps, we are capable to remove hydrogen to generate CI3, and definitely which on reaction with base will give us iodoform. So the basic thing of this mechanism is that alpha hydrogen is relatively acidic. Why is it so? Because of resonance stabilization. So we generate enolate, remember this part, we generate enolate which reacts with halogens to give us substitution with halogen, and finally we are able to get iodal species. So a very useful reaction for us. In my previous lecture I mentioned Lucas reagent test and Victor-Meyer test. So there are three main tests which are used to distinguish alcohols. So hopefully these things are very clear to all of you. तो जैसे मैं आपसे पहले बताते आ रहा हूँ कि आई एम ट्राइंग माई बेस्ट टू mention all kinds of organic reactions with proper mechanisms. So keep watching my lectures, keep enjoying my lectures, keep subscribing my lectures. Thank you very much.